Hello and welcome to a Multiversus gameplay showcase where I will be playing as Garnet. This is my first main of Multiversus. I was playing a lot of Garnet right at the beginning. I actually was watching Steven Universe at the time, for the very first time. Fantastic show, could not recommend enough. Definitely go watch. And Garnet happened to be my favorite character. Garnet is a bruiser in this game, so a lot of heavy-hitting punches, a lot of staying grounded, trying to string into aerials, things like that. Yeah, you will also notice Garnet is likely on the lower half of any tier list you see. So missing kind of the spark of high tierness, the OP move, the let me get carried by this button aspect of some of the higher tier characters in this game. But with all that said, Garnet is still incredibly fun, so I'm going to get into 2 best of 3 doubles matches and 2 best of 3 singles matches to kind of show you how Garnet plays in both. These are right in a row, just showing gameplay, and I tried to edit it together where you could see some of the exciting action happening. But yeah, so right off the bat, we're actually against another Garnet and Bugs, and my teammate is a Shaggy, who just dies sometimes, but that's okay because occasionally we do bad air dodges into down airs. Could not be me, don't know what you're talking about. Shaggy's an interesting teammate for Garnet because sometimes he just makes the other Garnet jump off the edge. Shaggy's just a higher tier character of a lot of what Garnet wants to do anyway, a few interesting projectiles here and there, creating some funny little strings, into just strong moves that kill off the top or the side. One thing you'll see me going a lot for is dare to up B. It's a cute little string that I like to do, but in general you kind of want to be using your side attack as much as you can. It's the little punches into the big strong punch. That's very good for spacing. Gauntlets are your best projectile, but you also have the little energy ball from up B. All of these are just little tiny strings, down smash into your grounded up B clap. Is a lot of the reason you see me shooting out the ball pretty early is because I'm trying to get access to that clap sooner than later. See, the other Garnet is quite side attack happy, and that's just because it's one of the really strong options from Garnet. So especially at the lower levels, no disrespect to my opponent, but you'll see a lot of silly Garnets spamming that, and you'll see me spamming down air to up B, and almost getting the third one there. Not quite, not quite. But we still get some of the kills anyway. Yeah, kind of Garnet's really confident in getting those reads on your opponents. If you can figure out where they'll be and land that strong hit, you can take the stocks pretty early, like that Shaggy just did. But where Garnet struggles is being in disadvantage. You'll see that a little bit later in the 1v1s is really where Garnet can get hurt the most. In doubles, Garnet gets away with just a lot more. You pick up on opponents who aren't looking, so you can land your strong attacks into each other in little strings. Garnet is really good at jumping on top of her teammates while they're doing a combo and then just tacking on another 15, 20, and potentially getting some early kills off the side. Randomly, it got queued with this second Garnet, so we'll get to see some doubles Garnet play. And this Finn is not going to be having a good day. Just 3 hits. Absolutely destroyed. So that's where a lot of that power comes from, but I think the spark that Garnet's missing really is just that those are kind of once in a blue moon, a bit rare. Ooh, but the meaty down air, and it is a move you can charge, so it stalls in the air just a little bit, lets you time some of those approaches. Just very nice, very nice. A lot of Garnet's moves are very satisfying. They feel like almost a Smash character, even though this certainly isn't a Smash Bros. Game. But yeah, my teammate holding it down there on the other side, and that Finn thought he was safe, but definitely jumped right into the little ball on the ground, which does explode after time. So quite interesting there. And Superman, of course, stealing early stocks off the side, but Garnet taking them off the top. What do you know about that? I love her T-posing up B. It's incredible. The animation, it doesn't go super far, so I guess that's the problem. And unscripted, my teammate knew what to do. Hit him with a little pew-pew finger gun. Just good way to start the match. Nice solid option all around. And we're kind of just laying into this Batman. Yeah, the Finn was content to let us. He wasn't getting hit, so why bother? But we were laying on the hurt. Clean 60% or so just right off the bat. Ooh, a nice down air to up B. I do love that. And the dares at the side. Definitely scary. There's two Garnets with the side attack, which does have armor on the big hit. The big hit can go big strong one out front, faster one upwards, and then I don't know what the real difference is with the downwards one. It doesn't do more damage that I know of and is as slow as the big punch forward, so not really sure why you'd ever use it. I just always go for either the forward one or the upwards one, because they can air dodge out of the forward ones. Not a lot of people do, is the thing there. And again, you see the other team, one thing they're not doing so good is whenever we're laying into one of their teammates, they're content to just let the other die. And I was able to get a nice wall bounce and clip the Batman there with that upwards clap. You'll love to see that. You'll love to see it. And so that's going to be two very quick 2-0s from the Garnet in doubles. So now let me just switch on over and we'll show you some 1v1 action. Now, as I said before, I definitely think Garnet struggles a bit more in this format. Not unviable. I don't think any character in this game is unviable. People were saying Taz, and I have been and continue to be bopped by Taz's. Taz just doesn't have that spin to win element anymore, so it's relying on kind of similar things to Garnet. It's just a few hit strings. You'll see a lot of dare to up air from the Taz. And it's really, yeah, the characters that only have the 2, maybe 3 hit combos that are kind of on the lower half of the meta right now. Whereas if you see like Bugs Bunny Nair loops or Tom and Jerry, it's got the down air to shooting Jerry to down air again to hit one of Hammer. Just silliness, absolutely silliness. And of course, Harley Quinn and Batman with their insane strings. But those are lighter characters, and Garnet's definitely a bruiser. Ooh, the meaty down air. I can't tell if it's a Garnet problem or a me problem, but I have a hard time finding the kill in 1v1s particularly. And I did get gimped there. I was at high percent, but could have lived quite a bit longer had I been able to stay on stage. But yeah, Garnet finding those kills at high percents, especially when the little flurry of jabs doesn't keep connecting anymore. Yeah, it does get a bit rough. And you're liable to die at any percent to just a rogue down air off the side, which goes for some of the cast, but there are definitely a lot better recoveries in this game. Also, a lot of my moves they just barely miss, and I have no idea what happens here. Actually, a lot of like double lagging with the jumping. I think I ran into a little bit of server, but also just got hit by that down air. Nice, true and honest. Yeah, Taz got me good. So we'll just run it right back into game 2. Always nice when the opponents actually do rematch you. It's a shame to get one and done, or even worse is when you win game 1, rematch to game 2, they win, and they run away. So the win technically goes to them. Yeah, I tried to keep my space a bit more in this one, but yeah, Cromulon, not quite a good stage for Garnet. I actually, through some silly interaction there, did get 2 electric balls into the wall. I guess the first one didn't quite register, and I was able to shoot the second one first. Clipped off the top by that Taz, though. Not the greatest thing. And another thing that's sad for the characters, her up air doesn't quite string into itself. I just have people fall out of it all the time, so I've just started going for the T pose up B, and then that little hit of the up B clap. Just sometimes at like mid percents, like 70, 80, that little hit will actually hit into itself, but at higher percents like that, definitely not. And yeah, this Taz has kind of run away with this game. I'm at 140, and yeah, I'm just gonna get wrapped into that little bundle of whatever. So the Taz takes it nice and clean, 2-0, and we'll get into our second game with this Batman. I think Batman is one of Garnet's harder matchups. I mean, the higher tier character, obviously, but the combination of a fast projectile like Batarang with the grapple gun is something I haven't quite been able to figure out in neutral. Because gauntlets are a good option into grapple gun, and so is the side attack. However, both of those do get kind of canceled out by Batarang. One thing you won't see me doing this is that Garnet's Sing actually buffs her stats a bit, makes her faster, and then helps her break armor on the second stack. But another thing it does is stops projectiles when they're approaching. The only thing is, in this patch, it's quite a bit laggy. And I say this patch because I think later on they removed a little bit of startup from that move. I'm not sure about the end lag, but it's a little committal to get in and out of. And that's kind of the tale as old as time with Garnet, is a lot of her moves are you committing. So you're hoping that your opponent either runs in or you're doing a whiff punish, but ooh, you hope you don't get caught off the top like that. Yeah, the Batman just running away a little bit with the game, and unfortunately back to Cromulons. I have characters that do like this stage a bit more, but certainly my Garnet is not one of them. Because she's this funny mix of, they called her a horizontal character, but she has pretty solid options for killing off the top, and that's where a lot of the early kills are going to happen anyways. Especially since her kit doesn't really lend itself to stringing people across the stage. Really, the only one would be her side airs, which hit 1 to hit 2 doesn't connect so good. I know they're working on it, I've seen on Twitter, and hopefully shortly after this Morty patch. But oof, just strings from this Batman into the dare. I think that's his up special. And yeah, you see, my uppy didn't even kill there. Right at the top, but the angle just sends so far out. So oof, and that's going to round out that game. Well done to the Taz and the Batman. I certainly do not lose every game, but I wanted to showcase the honest series. Yeah, winning 2 in doubles. I don't want to just only show wins, because, you know, you take the good with the bad, and with Garnet, there's certainly an even batch of both. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little showcase. I have been Jolt33, but I will see you next time where I get another character to about level 12 where those perks are, because I'm hoping to do an Iron Man soon. So I will catch you all on the flip side. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy.